What's going on, guys? This is episode 99, and we are going to bunny hop into this. Let's go. What's up, guys? Good to be here with all of you guys. Good to be here with everybody. I'm Zach Westfall. Welcome to beginning of the week. Oh, dude, and hit the subscribe button. I keep on forgetting about that. And every week I forget about it, and that's my bad. But hit the subscribe button. It's Monday. It's Monday. We're in the studio with this beautiful Orlando Magic color. These lights in here. I love this color, man. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it just kind of turns me on a little bit. You know, I wish I had eyes the color of these little lights in here, but. You know, God gave me these browns. So, and I'm talking about eye color, and that's just what it is. So, anyways, it's Monday, and man, on the way in here, I was sitting in the car, and I was, yesterday I talked to one of our producers, and he was just like, "Hey, man, who do you think's who's tuning in to hear us?" And I was like, "Damn, man, that's a really good question," and I don't know. I don't know who's tuning into this, but we'd like to know, who is tuning into beginning of the week. We just would like to hear from you guys, wherever you guys are, whatever you're doing, and we've been posting this number up on the screen every so often, and that's probably why, we've missed out on a lot of you guys, texting in or calling in and that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay. But we got that podcast number. And that number is 828-209-8777. So man, we just really want to know what you're up to. What do you do for a job or a hobby? It could be about anything. Maybe you're into drawing, or maybe you're into making swords in your garage or something. Maybe you like making soap out of baby skin or something crazy. Whatever. You like doing fireworks in your basement. You like building those things and you like sticking them in, whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter, it could be about whatever. What are you guys doing, man? Anyways, text or call the voicemail. Again, that number is 828-209-8777. And just say, "Hey, look, man, my name's Russell. I am a mechanic. I like to make ice cream as a hobby, and my favorite flavor is banana nut pecan swirl, and I like to do some sprinklage in there, and I like to top it off with a double dose of caramel delight," or whatever it is. Or maybe hey, I'm Stephanie. I work at the Belk or Belks or whatever. There's a lot of Belks out there, and I like to roam around or drive around to old people's homes or old folks' homes and that sort of thing, and I like to do cosmetology on them. I like to do makeup on them and make them feel a little bit special, and that's just what I like to do. So, again, let us know. Let us know what's going on in your lives right now. But that was just something that that crossed over into my head, and now it's out of my mouth and out there to you guys. So, again, glad to be here with you this morning, and I hope the beginning of your week has kicked off to a serious good start. But again, it's Monday, and it's the last Monday of February, and it's February. What's today? You know what? It doesn't matter what today's date is. Screw it. We aren't going to do that. It's just kind of crazy that we're almost out of this month and we're heading into what's after March. I'm like, dang, man, I got to get my shit together. But anyways, it's just kind of crazy that this is going to be the last February of this year. Like we're never going to get this February back. Ever. Ever. And, that's something strange to really like put in your head. Like, man, we're never going to see 2025 of this month ever again. And in a way it's kind of sad, but at the same time it's kind of, I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it right now, but anyways. What's been going on, everyone? What's happening? What's going on? I had to make a trip to Walmart, to get a couple things. And look, man, I love me some Walmart. I just do. I don't know what it is about that place. I just love it, man. If I could have been born in a Walmart, dude, put me in, coach. I don't know what it is, but that would have been crazy. That would have been wild to be like, been born in the frozen food section right next to a DiGiorno pizza and a frozen pretzel or whatever. And some guy just grabs one of those little bites and just sticks it right in your mouth because you're all crying and everything because it's so cold. And you're just like, oh, God, I'm born. Jeez. Oh, what is this place? Oh, my God. P.F. Chang's? What's happening here? Frozen tater tots. What's a tater and what's a tot? And how do they combine both of them to make it? But, yeah, or even like, imagine being born at a Walmart and then they slap a damn price sticker right on your back, right on the top of your back. And then they just, then you gotta, they shove you right through one of those self-checkout scanners, and it's like newborn baby, $12.99. That would have been, ooh, there it is. That's an idea for you guys. Open up your minds, and maybe your hearts a little bit. But anyways, so I went into Walmart and everything, and man, there's a telltale sign that that you're at a Walmart, because man, when you start driving into the dang when you pull up into the parking lot and everything and you see one or two cars broken down sitting in there, you made it, you're there, and the feeling that you get, you can get out of your car. And I mean, that you're at a Walmart when you get out of your car and you are feeling healthy, completely healthy. And then somehow, as you're walking out and everything, you caught 2 minor diseases in there somehow. And nothing will make you see or make you feel like you're gonna join the Lord before after walking out of a Walmart, pretty much. But because you'll walk in there feeling like you just won, one of those scratch off lottery tickets. You're pumped. You're just, and the thing is, you can always tell about when someone just did one of those lottery tickets, because they got that residue that comes off on the lottery scratch off ticket. And, because, it's all over their hands and it's on their clothes and that sort of thing. And, people around here in Asheville, we call that gambling glitter, because, that's just what it is. But, you could walk into a Walmart feeling stellar as fuck, and then right as you get through those doors and everything, it's just like someone just hit you with a small batch of swine flu, And next thing you know, you got vomiria coming out everywhere, and for all you guys that don't know what that is, that's diarrhea and vomit, and that's happening at the same time, and and you got that going on for 2 days, and look, man, when you go to a Walmart, you can't just, you could probably go in there maybe 2 times a week starting out. Because you got to build up your you don't have enough Walmart immunities, if that's a thing, because you can all, you can catch that, soft itch, and that soft itch will turn into, some sort of, something, your arm starts callousing over from all the dust particles in that place or whatever. But I don't know what it is. I guess, man, I just love Walmart. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Maybe it's all the unexpected encounters. How about that? Ooh, I like that. I do. You get all those unexpected encounters that you see around there. You know what I'm talking about? You never know what you're going to see at Walmart. I mean, you could walk in and see some lady wearing a big chain around her neck, and she's got little tiny bags of dope hanging off of that thing. And her kid's all stuck in that damn one of those machines with the claws and the stuffed animals. And he's just in there banging on that thing, and he's just like, God, why? And and there's a couple kids trying to fucking grab his little ass out of there somehow, and there's all sorts of shit that goes on at Walmart. You'll go into a restroom and hear some teenagers somewhere just touching each other's, private areas, while some other guy's just in there just dyeing his hair or something like that, and dyeing his hair in one of the sinks. And you're like, what the fuck is going on in here? And why, okay, there's, all right. There's a little perversion going on in here, but phew, all right. This is Walmart. A buddy of mine, I just talked to a buddy of mine like last week, and he told me that he went in there and he said that he was walking past one of those, where they stick the deli meats or whatever, and he had some old guys in there smelling hot dog packages, and he's over there yelling out, like, from what he said, he's taking that pack and sniffing those Parks, sniffing those Franks, and he's like, this might be the one. And my buddy's like, what's going on? This might be the one. Okay, crazy. What do you mean this might be the one? And then he said he threw that pack down. He picked up another pack, sniffed that pack. This might be the one. And then he tossed that pack down. And I'm like, dude, Savannah's Walmart's fucking wild, dude. I love that thing. And he said that he was walking through like the cereal aisle or something, and he heard the same day, he heard on the intercom someone say like, okay, there's a dead guy in the lawn and garden section. We need someone to clean him up. And also we have butt plugs on sale in the cosmetic area. Thank you. And when he told me that, the only thing I could think of was, boy, there better not be a damn 90-day return policy on those things. Cause I can only imagine some guy, out there trying to return one of those booty corks or whatever you want to call them. And it still has some of his last Friday night all over it. Cause dang, woo, hot damn. Like, what's happening here? Shit like that just makes me smile. There's always a story at Walmart, dude, all the time. But, when you hear shit like that, that'll make you really change your life up really quick. But Walmart's just one of those places, man. It doesn't give a fuck what you look like, or dress like. You could have 50 piercings and a tattoo like spread across your entire body, and no one gives a shit. No one cares about that. It's like going to a Golden Corral almost. You could be wearing a wife beater, some boxers, and come in with a fishing line, and you're wearing Crocs, and they'll still let you in at that buffet, at that buffet price or whatever. That's what Walmart needs. A fucking buffet. Huh? What do you think? I I mean, we're talking about getting people sick. Well, there you go, I guess. But I don't know. There's just something about something that, and I don't know what it is. I just don't know. There's just something special about a Walmart. You know, you can go to Target and Kohl's and that sells the same boring shit, but Target's like it's like a upgrade of a Walmart, and you got people that look down on people that go to Walmart, and you're like, dude, like, come on, are you serious? Come on, like, get down into the slums of things and just, let yourself just fucking breathe all that dirty air, I mean, who knows? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I guess I just need a little off the wall in my life, and Walmart does that shit, Hot damn it does it. But there ain't another place like a Walmart. That's just what it is. But dude, selling butt plugs, huh? That's crazy. Let's see. Well, there's a new Captain America movie that came out. Whatever it is, The Pride of Justice or The Brand New Place or whatever it's called. I can't remember. But I sat down and watched that thing because, sometimes you kind of run out of things to watch. But so I saw it, and look, man, I guess I gotta say this, man. I just never have liked Captain America. He's got to be one of the most beta male characters ever created. I don't like this dude. Like, I just don't like. He to me, he ruins the comic book universe. And I know a lot of you are probably out there, who are comic book connoisseurs or whatever, and you guys will probably say, no, it's he's this guy, he's the best, it's just, he has all these gadgets and all his, I don't know what it is. Again, I don't like him. And you're probably like, there's other people other comic book characters that are way worse than Captain America. I mean, like, what about Robin? Huh? Robin? I mean, he fingers himself, on the daily, and that's probably, and that's probably true. It probably is. He probably fingers himself. Before he goes to bed, he's like, oh, Batman, I don't know what to do. And Batman's like, just finger yourself. And he's like, Batman, I mean, it's just, Robin, I don't know. Robin to me is better than Captain America. I don't know what it is. I just don't like this dude. And the thing is, like, Captain America, he runs around with this, I mean, dude, he's running around with this big red, white, and blue fucking frisbee attached to his back, and it's like he's like at a country concert or dishing out, like, I don't know, what is he doing? Like, he's using that as a tray. I mean, I don't know. That's what he should be doing. He should be using that damn shield as a tray table and just dishing out fucking potato salad at a 4th of July picnic or something like that. And look, man, don't get me wrong, if we need an extra person to go out to win a disc golf, course championship tournament or whatever, and I needed another guy to join, then okay, maybe Captain America doesn't seem that much of a little bitch. Huh? Maybe. But he is a little bitch. So that's about all I can think of with him that's useful. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't. And the thing is, this new Captain America, like, they gave him all these gizmos and gadgets, and they have all these new weapons, like a new like force field and lasers, and he's, whatever it is. It's just gotten so damn ridiculous, and I don't know. I don't know. And you know what? Like, if you didn't like him before, I just have a feeling you're gonna like him even less now. I guess that's I don't. I'm just not a fan. I don't understand him. And I know he's just a fictional character, and it's just like, man, you're getting butt hurt over some dude that's just trying his best, and you're like, I don't give a. But it just seems like all these Marvel movies that are coming out, they're just kind of all over the place. Like, it just seems like that's where the big stars go to die, I guess. They do a Marvel movie. Like their career's running, taking its last lap. And that's just what it is, I mean, look, man, this new Captain America, you got Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. And then you got Liv Tyler doing, as some doc that no one, some doctor that no one cares about. It's all a mess. It's all over the place. It's just a fucking mess. But there is one thing that got me, and I don't understand it, and I'm sure people on the internet have spoken about it or whatever, but there's this one woman, and she's got this big ass head, this big ass dome asylum, and she's a midget, or a little person, or whatever the fuck you want to call her. All right, I'm not sure what's PC or not or anything like that anymore. And to be honest, I don't fucking care. I don't. All right, like, grow up. All right. Or maybe people will say that to me, like, oh, you can't say it, grow up. Like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'll just do that. But I don't know. I just don't get the PC thing anymore. And I'm not going to get off on a tangent with that. But I just think we all got carried away with that a little bit. And now we need something to reformulate. How things, I know we can't go back into the past, but hot damn, things were better in the past when you could say little explicit things that people would be like, oh, you can't say that. But you know what? Who fucking cares? All right? Who cares? But anyways, this woman, she's got this big head, and she's, how about we call her vertically challenged? We can do that. That's more PC for you guys, I guess. She's a vertically challenged woman, that looks like Gollum. I mean it. She's and then, but the thing is, like, and I don't know how she's doing it, but she's beating the fuck out of everyone. And it makes no sense. I don't understand how she's taking out guys with AK-48s and sniper whistles and all this other jazz. And that's what I kept asking myself the entire time. For one, who is this lady? I've never seen this chick before in my life. But now, and I just don't get it. And so I looked her up and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess I missed something with, I guess you got to watch every Marvel universe thing to understand how people get to where they're at or whatever. And supposedly she was trained by whatever her name is, Black Widow or Black Shadow or whatever. I don't know. I missed it all. I just, and to be honest, I don't fucking care who this little big-headed woman got her abilities from. I mean, really, she doesn't even have any abilities. She just spin kicks around and does, it's like, okay. But I don't know. It's all just, this whole movie, I don't know. This whole movie was just it was just a real piece, man. And look, man, I know that they make the Marvel movies for, it's for the kids. I get it. I get it. I was there once at one point in time, you know? But hey, pick another movie. How about that? Pick another movie. Because half of this new Captain America, half of it's talking, and the rest of it, well, you have this guy running around with this, I don't know, whatever this dude is, like this bad guy. I've never even heard of this bad guy before, this villain. He's running around with like his head that's made out of fucking broccoli or like a big Brussels sprout, and it's supposed to look like a brain, and you know what? It doesn't. It doesn't. It just looks like they wadded up a bunch of fucking cauliflower and spray painted it green, and it just looks so damn ridiculous. And I don't know. Marvel, you're fucking it up. You're fucking it up. But I don't know. To each their own. If you want to see it, fucking go for it. It's just, I'm not telling you not to see it, but I'm just letting you know that it wasn't that great. That's there. I'll leave it at that. Okay? It's what it is. But and that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Huh. There's a lot of things that I've been thinking about lately. But one of the things that I've been really, 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 that's been, merry-go-rounding in my head for a little while is like, man, I don't know. I guess and maybe you guys feel the same way, maybe not, I don't know. I just feel like as I'm getting older, I feel like I like being alone. I don't know what it is. It's like being alone to me is just it just makes me feel like I'm my own CEO of my company, and we ain't really selling anything, but we're still in business at the same time, and I don't know. It's just, I guess as I'm getting older and everything, I just feel like, I don't know, like you start knowing who your real friends are and who you can rely on, and I guess, I don't know, just over the years, like my relationships and some of them have fallen apart, and I don't know, I guess it's also me having issues with my own self. Like I used to love hanging out with people all the time. Like that was the thing to do all the time. And, it would always be like, hey, we got plans to go do this and do that. And I used to be like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go do that. And then over time, as I've gotten older, when some of my buddies have been like, hey man, like, hey, let's go do this. We got tickets to go see like this baseball game or something like that. And I'm like, damn, dude, do I want to make a commitment like that? Like, do I want to go and dive in to that right now? And I guess that's just I don't know, man. Just in general, like I as I've gotten older, I have fear of making a commitment to things. And I don't know what it is in my personal life and outside of my personal life. And I don't know if I'm using these words right or whatever, but also I don't like the word, plans. I just don't. Because plans, they never work out. They never do. No matter how hard you try, plans just, they always get screwed up. So I like to use the word maybe idea. I got an idea. And if you use the word idea, instead of plan, and it doesn't work out, it just feels like there's less disappointment, I guess. Um, I don't know, man. I guess just I don't know what's going on with me. It's just I don't know. Just over the years, I guess like the like there's it just seems like man, I guess I've screwed up practically every relationship that I've been in. And I don't know what it is. It's just like this panic button goes off and it sends the signal out to some place and then I'm like, oh, I get scared and I run off and it's like, dude, Zach, if you keep doing that, you're just gonna end up like, I don't know, by yourself. And that's where I'm like, man, maybe I'd like to be alone. I mean, I don't know. And maybe it's just me getting older or something, or I don't know. And the thing is, like, I'd like to be in I've been in a lot of relationships, but for some reason, I just can't put that final stamp down on like commitment, I guess. You know, I don't know. I'm just afraid to. I'm afraid that of what would happen, I guess, if I did. Maybe it's just the fear of the unknown. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the pressure to meet like expectations of another person. Because if I don't meet those expectations, then everything kind of starts falling apart and people start pointing fingers at each other. And, but if I'm alone, if I'm by myself, then I know that if I fail or if I just don't do it, then that's on me. That's all me. And I don't have to have that feeling of hurting another person or whatever it is. I don't know. I can deal with me disappointing myself. But to have another person feel like that about you, and I mean that's just a whole new ball game, I guess. And like there's the past couple weeks, I'm not gonna let like a lot of personal out there on the air or whatever, but there's an ex-girlfriend that her and I dated so far back in the past, and so we started hanging out again, and it's just kind of weird how things kind of came together. And but one thing I did mention to her is like, hey man, look, I'm not really looking for a relationship, and if you are, like, I'm just not at that point in time. And I'm sure most of you guys are like, hey man, you know what? Like, you kind of sound like you're being a little bitch, That's what it sounds like right now. And you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe that's true. Maybe I am being a little bit of a bee, But it's also because I don't want to, for me, because of my lack of commitment, I don't want to hurt her more than anything. Because that's what's happened in my past. It's just it hasn't been good, and I'm sure that there are people out there, that have done it. And dude, if there are people out there that are feeling the same way, maybe, or whatever, hit that hotline up, dude. Hit that voicemail, 828-209-8777, and let us know, like, do you feel like commitment's hard for you? Do you feel like you're like something inside of you is just feeling a little, I don't know, off, or like maybe you've been hurt so many times that you just like, dude, no more commitment. I can't do this sort of thing anymore. Relationships are scary, and again, man, I'd like to be in a relationship. I'm just afraid that I'll fuck it up somehow, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at really, really, really double downing on some fucking up some relationship. That's for sure. But And look, man, I don't know how, I don't know where I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. It's just, I guess it's just something that's going on right now. And I've been thinking about it a lot and just trying to figure out what is it, or where I want to be, or, I mean, I don't know. It's just commitments, and it's just scary to me. It's like, for me, I like, like, can we just date each other or have fun with each other for a little while? And I know a lot of people, when it comes down to that sort of thing, for one, I don't want to waste anyone's time. I don't want to do that. So, especially with this old friend that, with her and I, like, kind of coming together again. I'm not trying to, again, not trying to dish out any hurt on her. And that's, and maybe, and again, this should be a private conversation between her and I. And again, I'm not letting a lot of things out there in the universe and if she listens to this, she's going to probably kick my ass. But, I don't know, man. I've just been thinking about getting older, and if that's the thing, man, do you feel like as you get older that being alone is like a more of a commodity, I guess, if that's what you want to say? I don't know, man. It's very strange, and it's not like you're going through what's that thing called when you're halfway through your life and you're having mental issues, not a mental breakdown, but you're like past that curvature of your life, and you're like, oh boy, now I really got to start thinking about things. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. I'm just thinking about things lately, real life shit. And that's just, sometimes you got to. So, but anyways, shoot. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where I was going with it. It's just thoughts, feelings. It's all over the place. So, anyways, how about we jump into some news real quick, and then we'll bounce, man. What's in the news? It says, New York Yankees drop ban on beards 49 years after it was opposed by George Steinbrenner. And so, hey man, I guess that facial hair game's back. It's back. And dude, that's okay by me. That's okay. Not just because of what's going on, because why they couldn't like do the facial hair thing, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, who cares? If you want to grow, if you're doing hair growing because that's what happens. Beards are different. Beards can come out in any shape, any form or whatever, because, who knows what you're going to get on your face, and you got hair growing in unique spots all over your body, and that's not me being, and we're talking about males here, and that's me, like, no homo or anything, nothing like that, but it's just, I don't know, you just see baseball players with all sorts of cuts in their beard, They got all sorts of things, all different styles going on out there. You'll see some guy rocking a whole, whisker wonderland on his face, and then you got another guy, some little beautiful Latino or some Mexican man out there. And shout out to the Mexicans because they're fucking wonderful people. They just are. I'm from El Paso. How can I not love my brethren out there? But, and he's got that full lip lasso happening, in between the bottom of his nose and the top of his mouth or whatever, and he's had that damn thing since he was 6, since he was in since he was 6, I guess. Because that's culture. That's their culture. And that's what one thing growing up in El Paso, I had my buddy Francisco, and Francisco was in 3rd grade, but this guy had a full blown out stash already. And you're like, dang, you, my friend, are alive. You are that mustache, that stash that you got going on. That thing's breathing on its own almost. You brought that thing in. Did you chop that off of your dad and throw it on your face right there? Because it's like sweating and everything. And you're like, God, Francisco, look at you, dude. All right. Time to play ball, I guess. I don't know. This is crazy, man. But you got all these other haircuts. You got that guy that has a little flavor saver or whatever. It kind of looks like he's been experimenting with different shapes, cutting different shapes out of his beard and all that stuff, or like he's been playing in some jazz band, but he's like trying to fit a fucking triangle underneath his bottom lip, and he thinks that that's the thing to do. And then you got other players that got that throat beard or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? That atom patch happening, that thing, and let's be honest, man, that's a risky move. That is a risky move, to just let the hair grow on your neck, but you shave your face. Dude, I'm gonna try it maybe. I mean it. That's what we should do one month, huh? Just shave your face and let all that botanical garden grow up your neck. Cause dang, man, that would be something, Then you would work out of Walmart if you had that going on. But I don't know. I think it's hysterical. I think it's hysterical that this ball club, like the Yankees, they have this hair policy. Oh, and look, I understand they're trying to uphold a certain standard to their look or whatever you want to call it. But when you haven't won a damn World Series in 15 years or whatever, when was the last time they won a damn World Series? Let's see. When was the last time? The Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. Dude. Maybe let them grow out the hair. Maybe they're so worried about being so pristine and upkeep with things that, hey, we might get a slap on the wrist, like we aren't hitting baseballs out of the park because we're too worried about if our razors have, freaking razors on them. I don't know, but that's just weird. And George Steinbrenner, I think didn't he die from, I think he's dead. I think he died from shaving his face too many times or something. I don't know, or sucking down Gillette or something. I don't know. Is he dead? I think he is dead. I don't know. I don't keep up with the Yankees because, oh yeah. Okay. It says George Steinbrenner died in 2010. Oh God. Okay. So he's been dead forever. Let the players fucking grow out some shit, Let them have some long hair, Let them look like they just, maybe if they look more rugged and shit, then maybe they'll start hitting bombers out. Maybe that's what they're thinking, you grow out that goatee or whatever, and then the next thing you know, you're starting to hit singles. It's like, dang, hot damn, I didn't know that a goatee was going to do so many things to raise someone's batting average. But anyways, Okay, well, great. Yankees, you finally caught up to the rest of the world, I guess. So, um, baseball world, I should say. Let's see, what else? Uh, Dumpster diving couple finished their home free with free treasures and saved $11,000 on food. It says Amir Jardin, 38, and his fiance, Ruth Moore, 27, have been finding treasures in dumpsters since 2022. They spend up to 9 hours a week rummaging through the bins at their local stores and they say that they've saved $9,000 in total on home decor. Okay. Hot damn. These sound like Walmart people. This is what I'm talking about. Bringing Walmart from the inside of the store to the outside of the store. I'm loving it. I like this shit. It kind of brings me back to where I was young, man, living with my mom and my sister, and we used to live in these apartments, right? And these apartments in El Paso, they were questionable at most. And the toilet would always leak and everything. We lived on the second floor, or the second story, and my mom brought in we had a duck at one time, a little baby yellow duck. We called that thing Howard, and it'd squawk around and do all its thing. But these apartments, they had every Saturday. My sister, every Saturday people used to do yard sales and everything around there. So they'd be selling their old shit or just things that they just don't need anymore in their lives or whatever. And so my sister, since we lived in the apartment complex, her Saturdays weren't like going to the yard sales because, for one, she was only like 7 or 8 at the time. And but she'd go dumpster diving, or what she used to call it. She called it dumpster spelunking or whatever. And that's that's pro shit right there, But and she used to do it. She used to do it just like a pro, for real. She'd bring home all sorts of shit, dude. All like, and it was like her own. It was like a treasure hunt to her, I guess, or something like that. Whatever it was. But I remember this one time she brought home, some old lady passed away in one of the apartments, and they threw out this like beautiful oak table with like 8 chairs, and it had all this design work on it, like the 7 dwarfs just went in there and whittled out like the like some decor or something like that on the back of these chairs and everything, and they were just beautiful chairs. And it's like, man, who would throw that sort of, I mean, it's got to be some heirloom or something, but not anymore, man. Once my sister got a hold of that thing, she did it. She brought it home, and we ate off that thing for, till we moved to Savannah, and that was like, and I think my mom ended up selling that for a couple, I think for like $700 or something like that. And back then, man, in the early 90s, $700, boy, people die over $700. But, and then she also found, this piano, this brand that looked brand new. It was like one of those, I guess it's not, I don't know. It just looked very fancy, something that you would see in like a rich person's house almost. But my mom ended up putting that up in the Iwana. And for all you guys that don't know what an Iwana is, it's pretty much old school eBay, I guess, via hard copy pieces of paper or whatever. But she sold that thing for like $2,000, and it was like, wow, like, sis, what else are you gonna, what are you going to go spelunking to go find today? Some of that, one man's trash is, well, sometimes just another man's trash. But shit, man, I mean, it was just, to this day, to this day, I always think about, some of the crazy shit she would come through and get and find and everything. So hey, I can relate to, what are their names again? Amir and Ruth, baby Woof, And Ruth, man, that's an old school name. That's like a Margaret or a Janice or something, something that you don't hear a lot of Ruths anymore. At least for females, I guess. But I mean, who knows? Ruth can be a male name, I guess. That'd be kind of weird. Ruthford, something like that. I mean, I don't know. But man, saving up that those are some major savings, man. Saved $9,000 on home decor. And a lot of people out here in Asheville, they've thrown out a lot of their home decor because of the hurricane that came through. And I know a lot of people that went in there, fixed up that stuff, and now they're living solidly, somehow. I mean, they made shit shine, but that's cool, man. That's really cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna roll. It's been a fun episode. We got Walmart, we got Captain America, we got me complaining about my my lack of commitment, I guess, or lack thereof, or whatever. We got some news, something like that. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll. Everyone, have a great week. Do your thing and get at us with the fucking voicemail 828-209-8777. And yeah, it's great. All right, guys. Well, I will catch you next time. I always have a tough time ending episodes. I don't know why. It's like I don't know if I should end them really abruptly or if I should tail off and be like, oh, So I just kind of do it however it works. So, anyways, all right, guys. Again, have a great week. Stay true to yourselves, and I'll see you next week. All right.